Hi, and welcome back. Today, I am going to ask you to buy a $10,000 iPhone for me. How many of you in listening land right now, or in viewing land, would buy a $10,000 iPhone from me when you know that you could go down to any store in the country and purchase the exact same iPhone for $800? Okay, not too many takers, right? And I certainly wouldn't pay for that either based on the knowledge that I currently have. However, what if one of the things that I had to offer with my iPhone was the winning lottery numbers built in, right? Literally the winning numbers to the Powerball. Let's say it's $300 million. Would you now buy my iPhone for $10,000? Well, I can see in my imagination, right, in my mind, that you're probably shaking your head or saying to yourself, hell yeah, I'd definitely buy that. Well, why? Well, because my iPhone had something special, something that was unique. It wasn't a commodity, right? An iPhone is basically a commodity that any store can sell. So what happens when you have a product that anybody can sell? Well, of course, the demand for them buying it from you goes way down. You're literally just one in a million. And unfortunately, that's exactly what most of us have done with our own businesses. You're basically just a commodity. You're thinking of yourself as a product or just a service, and you might get somebody that says, well, you know, what makes your product different than my product, or than the other guy's product, or what makes your service any different than you know, the guy or gal down the street? What's the difference? To me, they seem like exactly the same thing. And that's one of the biggest challenges that we have, is now we're fighting in this red ocean, right, as a commodity, and everybody is fighting over the same customers, and it becomes really bloody, and it gets our spirits down, and we start cutting our prices, and you just are just stuck in this endless loop, okay, of suffering. And the key to it is to figure out what makes you special, what makes you unique, what do you have that's different that you can offer the world, what makes you a $10,000 iPhone? And then more importantly than that, how are you actually getting that message out to the marketplace? Okay, so number one, of all the years I've been in consulting, the first problem that I always see is that the person has set themselves up as a commodity. And then second, they have no way of presenting themselves to the world to show what makes them unique or what makes them special. So let me give you an example. I am literally only one of 20 speakers on the ClickFunnels professional speaking team. Okay, why is that special? Well, because that gets me face-to-face, one-on-one training with Russell Brunson. Russell Brunson is the CEO of ClickFunnels, and he runs a $100 million plus company based on his success with sales online. Do you think that because I get that sit down face to face with him, that I have some of the insider secrets or some unique perspective, or I get the inside scoop on how he's able to do that and how he's actually able to make that work, right? As opposed to somebody who's just a regular member, right? That's kind of in the general population. Absolutely it does. I literally have the insider secrets where I'm able to ask those hard questions, and I'm able to say, hey, you know what? This is where I'm having an issue. And he says, oh, well, you just need to do this, right? Well, the general population doesn't get that. So I have this insider track. I have this insider information that makes my knowledge base worth 10 times more, maybe 100 times more than someone else. So I am no longer a commodity anymore, because I am only one of 20 people in the entire world that is part of this team. Okay, so now what happens? Because I know what my value is, because I know that I have something special and something unique to share, my value goes up. And when my value goes up, that means my confidence goes up. Okay, so when I present myself to the marketplace, that's exactly what I'm sharing with them, right? You can go to X number of people and you can learn something off the internet, or you could seek out some local guru, but I am literally only one of 20 people that has the inside track. So if you want to learn with me, this is what it's going to cost to work with me. So who is that going to attract? That's going to attract winners. That's going to attract people that want the inside scoop, right? They want the insider secrets. They want the fast track. They want to be able to get there in the shortest amount of time. Am I going to attract the freeples and the cheaples? No. What are freeples and cheaples? Well, the freeples are people that want things for free. So they'll go on the internet and try to learn it that way. And more times than not, they listen to advice from other people who aren't even as successful as they are, which is just a mistake. And then the cheaples are people who want everything on the cheap. And the problem with the cheaples is they don't understand that in order to really be successful, you have to put yourself under some sort of pressure. So you have the incentive and the motivation and the inspiration to really dig in deep and work hard and master something, right? I talk about this all the time. People that go to Planet Fitness, it only costs $10 a month to go to Planet Fitness. So if you miss a workout, it's no big deal. But somebody who pays $1,000 a month to go to a private trainer, those people are in shape. Those people get in great shape because they've got something on the line that pushes them to work at that level. So you see, when I'm setting my prices and my pricing structure, I'm setting it based on what my value is. So you have to take a look at your business and look at your pricing structure. And if you're competing based on price alone because you feel that you're a commodity or you're treating your business like a commodity, well, certainly you're not going to be able to command the price that you want because you have no edge, right? You've got nothing special that you put out in the world to let them know who you are. So will I sign up every single person, or will I get every single person to work with me? Absolutely not. Do I want every single person in the world with me? Again, absolutely not. I want to make sure that I'm attracting my customer avatar, the kind of people that I'm going to feed off of their energy and they're going to feed off of mine, and I'm going to be able to take them to the next level. Okay? So when you work with me, you literally get the insider secrets and the unfair advantage. So now what I want you to think about is, what happens if somebody buys your product or works with you or uses your service? What is it about you that is going to be special enough where they're going to pay you what you feel your value is? That's really what you need to discover. And then once you understand that, once you understand what makes you a $10,000 iPhone, now the next thing that you need to understand is, what do I need to do to get my message out there into the marketplace? And I will tell you, 99% of the people that I work with do not have a sufficient or a structured system or a well thought out way to put their message out there into their marketplace to attract the kind of customer that they're looking for. This is why I am so big on the auto webinar, because I know without a doubt, I can look you dead in the eye and tell you that this is the fastest and easiest way for you to get your message out there into the marketplace to tell people why you're a $10,000 iPhone, okay? So if you are unfamiliar with what I'm talking about, do yourself a favor. Go to this domain name, okay, myinsidersecrets.com, and watch my presentation, and that will walk you through the steps so you'll understand exactly what I mean by that. And then hopefully once you watch that presentation, you're going to really take it seriously and put pencil to paper, tap your pencil and really think about it. What makes me unique? What makes me a $10,000 iPhone? Matter of fact, write that right across the top of a piece of paper. What makes me and what makes my business a $10,000 iPhone? And if you really put enough thought to it and you really list the things out, that is what is going to become your story. This is the message that you're going to tell. And then once you take that and we put it into the auto webinar format and we create basically a commercial for you that we can put out there online that will get that message and will shout into the industry, shout from the rooftops into the industry about who you are, what you do, and what makes you special. And it will literally work for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Okay, so there's your walkaway assignment for today. Write down on a piece of paper what makes me and my business a $10,000 iPhone. And like the late great Zig Ziglar used to say, I'll see you at the top.